Hey guys, Monster 50 here, kind of my second and final lead-up reviews to Kick-Ass 2, because Kick-Ass 2 should be seen tomorrow, and I'm fully aware there's another film that's in the realistic vein, really dark, there's a bit of blood, gore, whatever you want to call it, and all that sort of shit, as well as Kick-Ass and Super. I'm fully aware of a film called Defendor, but I have never seen that film, so I cannot currently give you a review of that film, because I was going to try and find it, see if I can find it pretty cheap and then do a review of it, but I couldn't. So anyway, so you're just going to have to stick with Kick-Ass and Super at the moment, I'm afraid, and Kick-Ass 2 tomorrow, whatever. So anyways, first of all, the storyline for Super. Now here's the thing, I have to stress that this film is a lot different to Kick-Ass. Whilst it's similar in its dark themes and its realistic nature and its violent nature, this film, story-wise and basically in general, is a fuckload darker than Kick-Ass. It's also a fuckload more realistic in my opinion. So yeah, just want to let you guys know that going into it. So first of all, the storyline is basically about this drug dealer that steals this guy's wife away from him because she had a drug problem before, and he steals her away by bringing, getting her back hooked on the drugs again, and he becomes a superhero in order to try and get his wife back. Basically, that's the basic plot. That's the very basic sort of plot. It goes more into depth, but that's basic sort of plot, and it is so fucking dark. And I love how dark it is. It's not going to be for everyone, because it does hit some really dark territory, but for me, I loved how dark this film was. It was very grounded in reality, and realistic situations happened. You know, I'd say this is more realistic, and I've already said it's darker, but I'd say this is a lot more realistic than Kick-Ass. But I wouldn't say it's better, and I wouldn't say it's worse. I would say it's around, I don't know, I like them both for different reasons, let me just say that, and the storyline does relate to that, because the storyline is very different, and the fact of it being realistic and gritty and all that shit, that's the only real link. So yeah, storyline wise, I enjoyed it, so I'll give it a 9, but it's not for everyone, let me just say that. Character wise, Frank is basically the main guy, is the superhero, low life turned superhero, and I believe he was played by a guy called Rainn Wilson. I'm not sure if that's his real name, if that's his name or not, but he is really good in film, and that's getting more into acting. But I mean, still sticking to characters, you also got his wife. You got Kevin Bacon playing a drug lord, and you got Ellen Page as his sidekick. And overall, the characters are very mixed. Like, some of them I thought were really good, some of them I thought were a bit unnecessary, but the main characters I really liked. So character-wise, it's a weird one. I'll give the characters an 8, because there are a few characters that popped in every now and again, and I didn't feel they were necessary. But the general characters throughout the storyline, they are pretty well done. If you've seen the film, you probably know what I'm talking about. Acting wise, I thought it was great. I'm surprised Rainn Wilson hasn't been in anything else. I haven't seen him in anything else. If he has, then good for him. But this is the only film I've ever seen him in. Ellen Page is great in this film. She steals the show. Think of her like a darker version of Hit Girl, and a more psychotic version, less planned and less skilled, but more psychotic. Kevin Bacon's great in this film, but he's great in most things. And Liv Tyler, who was also in Lord of the Rings, she was good, but I don't think she is great. I don't know, there's something about her, she seemed out of place in this film. But acting overall, I'll give a 9, because mainly because of Liv Tyler, because I don't know, she just seems so out of place in it. The action and violence in this film was very well done. It's a lot more realistic and dark than you'd see in Kick-Ass, trust me. Like, Kick-Ass was over the top and fun. This is dark and realistic. Just low that going into it, but I thought it was very well done. The action I'll give it 9.5, and same with the violence. The humour again, is very different to the sort of thing you find in Kick-Ass. I'm only comparing the two, by the way, guys, because so many other people do, and I'm saying how different they are, okay? Not comparing them as to what's better, because in my opinion they're both great films. Anyways, and yeah, so the humor again is very, very different. This is really dark humor throughout. I don't know how to explain the humor in this film, but it is a very dark style of humor. It's not the Judd Apatow style of humor that we have in Kick-Ass. Kick-Ass is very mainstream. This is very much an independent film style of humor, if you know what I mean by that. And yeah, so humor-wise, I'll give the film a 9, and overall I'll give the film a 9.5, just like Kick-Ass. I love both of the films. I cannot decide which one I prefer because of how different they are. And if you go into this film expecting another Kick-Ass, you may be a bit disappointed. Go into this film expecting a brutal, violent thriller mixed with some comedic elements and a superhero theme to it. That's the best way I can describe it, so that you will know what to expect. But I went into it not knowing what to expect really, and I ended up loving it. So yeah, there that is. And this has become a very long review now, so I'm going to end it here, and hope to see you guys tomorrow for my Kick-Ass reviews. So yeah, it's my Swifty signing out.